Hello, family. Hope everybody's in good health. Today, I want to talk about the word progress. Progress. Define the word progress. Progress is to make change, to advance, to move up, to better oneself. That's what progress is. This is my Holy Bible. I had this Holy Bible with me since the days of my odysseys in the dungeons, being cooped up, caged up inside a CDC. This is my Holy Bible. In times of stress, I seek knowledge. This is my comfort. This is my buddy. This is my God, my Lord. This is what pacified me in times of stress. So let's look up the word progress. P-R-O-G-R-I. No. G-R-E-S-S, I mean. All right, let me look it up real quick, okay? Be patient, people. There's knowledge to what I'm about to lace y'all people. Okay? You know. There goes. Hold up. Give me a second. All right. Okay. Progress. Number 1, it said, a moving forward or onward. 2, forward course, development. 3, advance toward perfection or to a higher or better state, improvement. See that? See, if a man refused to make change, progress, a man will be stuck in a state of ignorance. You know, a lot of brothers that went to the pen, especially those that been incarcerated for many, many years, over a decade. Those brothers, they change, they progress to better themselves and wish and hope that one day, that the U.S. government deem that they have paid their due to society, recommendations for CDC to release them back into society, to reintegrate back into society. But most cats that go in there and do short term, they went in as ignorant as they are and come out as worse as they are, more ignorance. Now, the topic of my lecture today is progress. The reason why among people are unable to progress, to make change, to advance to a higher state as a whole, because we refuse to make change. We refuse to abolish the obsolete ideas of useless tradition or culture. Now, I truly understand that some tradition and some culture we must hold on tight, because that represents who we are. But as in the social whole, we gotta make change. As a social whole, we gotta adapt We got to learn to let the obsolete die out in, uh, uh, you know, the hell that damn word is, absorb. Absorb and add on other philosophy and theory to events or culture or ideas, so we can advance as a whole. We can grow as a whole. See, some of them obsolete traditional culture is useless, especially when it comes to marriage, when it comes to burying the dead. We overdoing it. You know, burying the dead is supposed to be sad time. It should not lay burdens on the families of the kids that left behind to pick up the burden to the dead. It should not be like that. Or marrying somebody should be a happy time. As our new year should be a time of giving, hugging, respecting, a time of peace, of times of holy. See that? But instead of times of families, they turn that into they use that as a stepping stone. They use our New Year's to be a veil for profit. That's it. All the organization that we the Hmong people have developed, create, is selfish reason only. There is no step or turn for advancement as a whole. Every man is out to gain him something for his pocket. That's about it. For us as a whole to advance, we must go back to the basic of who we are, how we came to this lands of freedom, this lands of abundance, this free lands of the brave, homes of the brave, homes of the free, where every man has the same opportunities as the next man to advance, to progress, to make change, not just for himself, but for his whole family and his society. The bad thing about this is that those who seek knowledge is not to come back to progress his community. He seek knowledge to use knowledge as a device or as a tool to trick, enslave, and leash off his people. There is no love behind the knowledge you seek and learn. There's no giving back to your community or your kind, your people. It's all every man for himself. How can we progress? It's time for the old idea to make way for the new ideas to come in. See, the old refuse to let the old ideas lay to rest. There's no room for the new ideas to come in. Don't be a typical type of person that's already knocking the next man for trying. Every man got his own idea. Every man has his own theory, philosophy. to implement his goals and dreams. But just because one man failed doesn't mean the next will. The key word is have faith. You know, sometimes the most unexpected person will be the one. The most unexpected place will be the place. Don't be a judgmental person and judge people by his or her appearance. Knowledge has no face. Knowledge has no feature. Knowledge only have the truth. See, if you can put knowledge into a face or a feature, then damn, it must be that handsome looking motherfucker over there, or that beautiful ass female over there. They should be the key to our success. Beauty is not knowledge. Beauty is attraction, distraction. A wise man truly comprehends this type of knowledge. Why would you want to progress, to advance? See, every day is a new day to advance. Every day. And if you don't advance for yourself, advance for your children. Those come behind you. Life is beautiful, people. If a man trying to progress, please do not hinder his way. Allow him the opportunities. Give him a chance. Instead of sitting on the sideline, knocking the man down for trying to progress. How can you climb if you don't allow the man to climb? See, a lot of people, right, they stuck in this thing called the comfort zone. You cooped up in this comfort zone, you satisfied, you content. You content to what you have or what you're about to have, or you content with the same old ideas, useless idea. Like I always saying, if the old doesn't leave, the new cannot come in. You got to make way for the new one. So you got to ask yourself, brother. You tried and tried and tried, but you refuse to accept other people's ideas and knowledge to advance your. Don't be an adamant person a character who think he know it all. You can learn from the dumbest creature on earth. All you gotta do is sit back and observe. Observe your surrounding. Sometime, shh, and peep gang, you can unlock. You gotta ask yourself, why is I'm not advancing? What's holding me down? That's the key question to yourself. You gotta ask yourself that. Nobody hold you down but you yourself. Even so, brothers and sisters, I mean, you know, if you healthy, you young, your mind is strong, you got all four, you got your feet, your hands, your eyes, you ain't blind, deaf, or dumb, you can learn. You can advance. Even the disabled character, still trying to advance in all aspects of life. whether through knowledge, psychological warfare, psychological knowledge, or physically determination to advance, to progress, whatever sports or activity that he or she like. Life is good, brother. You got to have faith. Allow the next brother to teach you. Don't be a Mr. Know-it-all. Sometimes you just gotta shut the fuck up and listen. So how many brothers nowadays, man, have a dictionary like old Ray Ray? You know, I once teach a class in prison. This is what I say. This is what I told them cats. If you can't seem to find anybody to have a decent, intelligent conversation with, then read you a book, especially a philosophy book, food for thoughts. A man, I could spend all day inside a book. When I read a book, man, I travel to a different realm, a different world. It feels as good as I'm sitting right there with the author. And me and the author, you know what I'm saying? I'm just shutting the fuck up. I'm listening to what he telling me. I'm absorbing his knowledge. I read that books over and over and over until it become my own nature. That's knowledge in advance. Don't be quick to want to cut the meds up. You must just stay quiet. Silence yourself. Silence yourself in the presence of great knowledge. Then you will progress, people. Have a good day.